One 4A semifinal had Natrona playing host to Cheyenne East on a windy and rainy night in Casper back on Friday. NC came into the game with just one loss, and that defeat was administered by Cheyenne East. The Thunderbirds really started the game strong. Here's quarterback Chance O'Miller throwing to Tanner Muchmore, and this will go all the way down to the Natrona 1-yard line in the opening quarter. Christian Anderton capped the drive with a plunge into the end zone to give East a 7-0 lead. And the good fortune for Cheyenne East continued in that first half as O'Miller comes up with a perfectly thrown ball to Ox Schroeder in the end zone for a touchdown on a play that covered 18 yards. So just like that, the T-Birds putting a jolt into the Mustangs, leading 14-0. But Natrona answered the bell and got on the board with a long drive that featured running back Dante Wallace. He has over 1,500 yards rushing this season and finds his way to the Cheyenne East 10-yard line. That drive was capped by quarterback Harrison Tarbert, who finds the end zone from 10 yards out to make it 14-7, and that was the score at the halftime intermission. In the third quarter, Natrona was getting some traction on offense, but at times they were their own worst enemy. Wallace will fumble right at the goal line, and East recovers in the end zone for a touchback to kill that drive. But Wallace redeemed himself later in the fourth quarter as he reels off a 33-yard run for a touchdown to tie the game at 14-all, and that was a huge play from the Mustangs' point of view. In the last minute of the game, here is another huge play. Natrona drove right down the field, and Tarbert will call his own number for a TD, giving the Mustangs a 21-14 advantage with just 3.9 seconds to go. Natrona decided to squib kick to end the game, and it was a little bit more interesting than NC would have preferred, but the Mustangs finally do get the stop and the win as NC beats East in a terrific game, 21-14, to get to 10-1 on the year and a berth in the state championship contest against Sheridan this week in Laramie. The T-Birds conclude the season at 8-3.